following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Watertown Stadium. And, well, I said as we went off the air that I'd love to call these teams more often. And, well, I'm going to get that chance right now. I see our camera's frozen, so let's fix that right now while we're at it. And I had no idea. I actually talked to one of the umpires. He happened to be in the restroom as I was in the restroom, and I was like, hey, did you know that this game was happening? He's like, no. And I also didn't know that the first game was going to be 9 innings. So a lot of surprises here in Watertown, South Dakota, as we're getting ready to go for Game 2 between the Stars and Watertown. So if you knew about it, I apologize for scaring you, thinking that we weren't going to do the second game. Of course we'll do the second game.
No.
And
Number 6, Matt Bryant.
now we're ready to roll here and talk about perfect timing. As if I would have been known like 1 second later, we would not be on the air in time for the start of this game. So, the first pitch of Game 2 comes across at 4:49 p.m., and it is for strike one to Matt Bryant. Jack Hesh is pitching on the mound here for Watertown, outside for a ball, 1-1. Stars win the first game 2-1. And they've taken 2 of 3 so far here from Watertown in this 2-day trip to South Dakota. 2-1 the count now. And I'll catch the edge for a nasty outside strike 2. And now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, the first game went an hour 47. The Astros game this morning went 2 hours and 47. So the Stars game went an hour quicker than the Astros game did. And there's a walk. So
Now batting, number 28, Colby Hanson.
with any luck, this game will go 47 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. So if you're just tuning in, please feel free to text everybody and let them know that we are indeed on with the next game that I was not aware of until after the conclusion of the last game. Two balls, no strikes to Colby Hanson. I had everything torn down, and all I had to do was put the equipment into the bag and walk away. And somebody notified me just in the nick of time. Grounder, they'll sneak into left field, past the third baseman Holt and past the shortstop Muchler. And now it's a hit and a runner on first and a runner on second on a single by Colby Hanson.
To the plate, number 2, Easton Rarick.
Easton Rarick will have a chance to produce a hit that might bring in the first run here. So we try to compensate for the shade that is being presented due to the sun being behind the stadium now instead of in front of it. At least behind in front from my perspective. From the player's perspective, it's in front of it now. Ball 1 to Easton Rarick. 2 runners on with nobody out. He'll check Bryant on second, check him again, and deliver. And that one's going to center field, and that one is racing back. Rodden is not going to get there. He tried to make the catch. Here comes Bryant to third. Are they going to send him? No, they're not. They're going to hold the brakes, and it's going to load the bases on a deep single to left center field. We'll call it more center field than left center. That brings up Hayden Crescent now. I feel bad.
To the plate, number 20, Hayden Cressen.
There was I believe he might have been a Watertown fan, and he was sitting basically right to my left. There's me, some steps, and then seats, and that's where he was sitting. And I was talking to him earlier about the midway point of that first game, and I told him, hey, there's only one game today, and he told me there was two, and I was like, yeah, we just played the first one, and well, I knew there was 2 games today, but I didn't realize that meant 2 Stars games. That was an Astros and Stars game is how I thought it was number 2, and so I told him, and now he's not here. He must have left after that game finished, and now I feel bad. So if you happen to be watching, please come on back, and I apologize. 0-2, swing and a miss on a pitch outside. It's a strikeout for Jack Hesh. Chayton Sen.
To the plate, number 9, Chayton Sen.
Strike on the outside edge on the pitch to Chayton Sen. Bases loaded with 1 out. Easton Rarick on first, Colby Hanson on second, Matt Bryant on third. Eli Mock is on deck. 7 minutes into the ball game, the pitch is low to even up the count at a ball and a strike, 1-1. One's popped up. Could be a chance for a play. Foul territory, and he made the catch. Couldn't put it on camera due to this building here, but he did make the catch right in front of the dugout. Kind of put his glove over the dugout railing and made the catch for the out. So that's 2 away now. Sen fouls out.
Next up, number 15, Nick Haasbargen.
This is Eli Mock, actually, I think. And Mock, I think that may have ricocheted off the pitcher, but they'll get the force out at second, and that will end the inning. So Mock will reach on a fielder's choice that ends the inning, and we go to the top of the first, or bottom of the first. As they will see here, 1 will not count. So they'll strand 3 on base on the inning-ending fielder's choice by Eli Mock. 6-4 on the force out at second. Run will not score, and that'll do it. It'll be Trevin Rodden, Drew Denzer, and Braden Zog, 1, 2, and 3 for Watertown. Logan Sullivan on the mound for the Stars when we return after this here on Magnitude. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them. And that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back. 0-0 between the Post 400 Stars and Watertown Post 17 here in Game 2 of the unexpected doubleheader between the Stars and Post 17. Update from the Stanley Cup Finals is tied up 1-1 between the Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues with 9:50 and counting to go in the second period of play. We'll keep you updated on that one here. Trevor Rodden will be the leadoff batter here for Watertown Post 17. Showing bunt, pulls it back. And there's a strikeout. Testing 1, 2. Is our microphone working? It is. I just can't hear it. And a drop third strike up to first for the out, and that's one down. Okay, it's working now. I hear the background music, so that's always a good thing. Update from the Stanley Cup Finals. The St. Louis Blues just scored a goal. It was a controversial goal. It was under review momentarily, but they approved it, and now it's 2-1 in favor of the St. Louis Blues with 9 minutes to go in the second period of play. We'll keep you up to date on that game here. No balls and a strike to Braden Zog, the batter, and that one is now 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, Logan Sullivan on the mound. Hayden Crescent behind the plate. Colby Hanson first. Matt Bryant second. Easton Rarick shortstop. Eli Mock third. Nick Haasbargen in left field. Oliver Luck in center, and Chayton Sen in right. And the St. Louis Blues have just scored again. It's now 3-1 with 8:36 to go in the second period. Two-one, and that is a strike. It was actually 3-1, and now it's a strike, 3-2. Now they got him. Strikeout for Logan Sullivan, and that strikeout ends the first inning of play. We go to number 2. And it'll be Nick Haasbargen, Oliver Luck, Carson Barton due up here for the Stars when we return after this here on Magnitude. Be right back.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Welcome back to Watertown Stadium.
Starting off, number 15,
top
Nick
of the second.
Haasbargen.
Nick Haasbargen will be the batter. You'll also see Oliver Luck and Carson Barton, 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for the Stars. And strike one. Inside for a ball, 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss as Haasbargen slips. And a little grounder towards third. Will he run it out? It's going to be close. He will run it out. It's going to go into the books as a single because he ran it out even though the error occurred.
Number 3, Oliver Lucht.
Oliver Lucht will step up to the plate now. And he's safe at second on the steal. Two balls and no strikes to Oliver Luck. On deck is Carson Barton. That one's served up to center, and then it drifts to left. And making the catch is Drew Denzer for out number 1.
To the plate, number 8, Carson Barton.
drop in for a ball. 1-0 to Carson Barton. And a strike is tossed there by Jack Hesh. Around the bases here for Watertown. Thatcher Roth at first, Caleb Nygaard at second, Carson Muchler at short, Bryce Holt at third, Ben Althoff behind the plate catching the outfield here after the 1-1 pitch. And the 1-1 pitch is into right field. It'll be a hit, and that'll move Haasbargen into third. Runners on the corners.
Top of the order for Fargo, number 6, Matt Bryant.
Pitches outside for a ball. Matt Bryant was walked last time he was at the plate. He has seen 5 pitches, and all 5 of them have been balls in this contest. And now he's seen his first strike on his 2 at-bats here in game number 2, as Hesh is now total up 30 tosses, 17 strikes. And that's hit hard to Nygaard at second. He bobbles it out at second, but not at first. And Haasbargen will score, and it's 1-0, post 400 with the lead. So Matt Bryant on with an RBI fielder's choice. Haasbargen scores. Barta out
Number
at
28,
second.
Colby Hanson.
And Bryant on at first. Brings up Colby Hanson now. Four hits already here in the top of the second. That one pops away, and moving into second is Matt Bryant on the pitch. I have the count as 2-1, but apparently it's 1-1, unless they're behind a pitch on the scoreboard. But maybe I'm ahead a pitch on the scoreboard. So. That's high and in for a ball. Now it's 2 balls. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner on second is Matt Bryant. Strike. Strikeout looking. Now on the top half of 2. They get one across the plate. And they leave 1 on base for a total of 4 in the game. 1 run on 4 hits No errors, and they have left 4 on base, and we go now to the bottom of the second right after this. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Ben Altoff.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of 2, Ben Altoff leads it off here for Watertown, and the first pitch will just miss for a strike or ball. 1-0 here. Logan Sullivan on the mound, pitching once again here for the Post 400 Stars. And the 1-0 down the middle, 1-1. And that one's hit to the shortstop, Easton Rarick, who makes the grab. 1 down, and that brings up the next batter, Thatcher Roth.
Number 3, Thatcher Roth.
And that's a little hopper right back to Sullivan. Sullivan will jog it over 3/4 of the way to first, pop it into the glove of Hanson for out number 2. And it's a 1-3 ground out. And now we'll see Jared Cyrus, who had a pretty good game pitching in game number 1. And that one's going to be popped up, and I can't get the camera any further over, and it's just going to go out of play. So drop into the books as a strike on a fouled away pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2, strike 3. Apparently I missed a strike. And now it's the end of 2 with a strikeout, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Stars as Cyrus strikes out. That brings up Easton Rarick, Hayden Crescent, Hayden Crescent, 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Stars next here on Magnitude. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Leading it off, number 2, Easton Rarick. Number 20, Hayden Crescent.
All right, didn't have our microphones on there. I apologize for that. It's Hayden Cressen who just got out.
Number 9, Chayton Sen.
And now it is Chayton Sen with one away. Swing and a miss for strike one. Easton Rarick, the runner on second here. And now we strikeout on Chayton Sen for the second out of the inning, and now bring up Eli Mock.
Number 15, Eli Mock.
One the count. That one's going to be popped up and fouled away out of play. That'll be good for a second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count here to Eli Mock. And there's a hard hit ball bouncer that is thrown to short. And did they get him? They did. So that'll strand 1 runner on base, and that will take care of the top half of 3. Go to the bottom of the 3rd on the ground out. Caleb Nygaard, Bryce Holt, Carson Munchler. Bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 after the break here on Magnitude. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Number 24, Caleb Nygaard.
Caleb Nygaard will get things going here in the bottom half of 3. And first pitch comes across for a strike from Logan Sullivan. 0-1 now. Update from the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Minnesota Wild are trailing the St. Louis Blues 3-1 in the first intermission. And that one sent to left, drifts foul, and it will not be possible to make a play on that one. Swinging and a miss, and that is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Logan Sullivan. That puts one out on the board. Bryce Holt will be the batter.
Number 22, Bryce Holt.
One's popped up. That one is, oh, did he make the catch? I don't know. More importantly, is he okay? And he is. He did not make the catch. There was no way I could tell. I had to wait for an obvious sign. There's another strikeout for Sullivan.
Number 15, Carson Mutchler.
Carson Mutchler takes the first pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1. Now there's another strike. It's 0-2. Well, hopefully the sun doesn't produce a shadow over home plate. I'll have to do some video adjustments if that happens, but right at the moment we'll keep it as is and see how far into this game we can get before the shade takes over the infield. I think it's 1-2. Now it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that's another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Logan Sullivan, and that one will end the third inning of play. Jack Cash will toss pitch 47 to Nick Haasbargen when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, 44 minutes into the top of the fourth we go. And this is Nick Haasbargen. And Haasbargen will get it to the third baseman. He'll fire it over for the 5-3 ground out. He had a single prior to that, so now he's 1 for 2 on the ground out, and that'll bring up Oliver Luck.
Number 3, Oliver Light.
Swing and miss, strike one. And that one's hit towards Muchler. It's short, and he will not handle it. They'll sneak by. That'll be an error. Runner on base now, and that brings up Carson
Up next,
Barton.
number 8, Carson Barton.
And that will get through the legs of Althoff. Luck moves into second as a result. Catch a piece of that, fouled away for a strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Carson Barton. I believe it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now, and yeah, now the scoreboard out in the outfield agrees with me. 2-2. And a hard hit ball right back to Hash. He'll go back to third, and he's safe at third, and that will allow Carson Barton to reach on a fielder's choice. So now runners on the corners with 1 out. And this is Matt Bryant as we go back to the top of the order now. Stars looking to add to their 1-0 lead. And that one will not sneak by the third baseman. Instead, they'll trade the run for the out. So Matt Bryant will ground out on a 6-3. And that scores Oliver Luck and moving Carson Barton up to second. Now there's 1 runner on, and it's a 2-run game. 2 runs on 5 hits so far here for Post 400. Colby Hanson, the batter. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. So 2 away now. to skip away, and the throw to third, not in time. They'll pop over into shallow left, and it'll be ball 3. Three balls and no strikes. Fouled away first base side for strike 1. And another one fouled off to the first base side. So after a 3-0 count, he's fouled 2 of them off in the same direction to fill up the count at 3-2. That's ball 4. Runners on the corners now for Easton Rarick.
Number 2, Easton Rarick.
And the runner will go to second. Play at the plate, he's safe. So now 2 runners in scoring position. On a 2-0 count to Easton Rarick, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Left field and center field in this second game of the doubleheader here between the Stars and Watertown. Takes a strike there, 2-1. And that's hardly hit up the middle. That will score Carson Barton. Circling third is Colby Hanson, and the play at the plate, he's safe. Just in the nick of time, it's a 2-run double for Easton Rarick. Two-run score, another hit on the board that brings up Hayden Cressen. And it's 4-0 in favor of Post 400.
Up next, number 20, Hayden Cressen.
Fouled off, strike 1. Cressen 0 for 2, struck out swinging and a fly out. And that one's sent to left field. Giving chase, and he will not get it. It'll be foul. Easton Rarick moves to third, and it's now, I think, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one's launched to center field. Rodden is underneath it, and he'll make the grab. So they'll strand 1 on base, and that'll end the fourth, or the top half of the fourth, on the flyout by Crescent. And coming up for Watertown, 1, 2, and 3, Rodden, Denzer, and Zog. Update from the Stanley Cup Finals. The Wild have scored, or playoffs, I should say. And it's now 3-2 with 16:35 to go in the third period of play. We'll be back with more updates from Stanley Cup and more baseball action from Watertown, South Dakota, here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Rodden.
Welcome back. Trevin Rodden will hit a low, almost line drive. Matt Bryant couldn't quite grab it, and he'll reach on a single. They'll bring up Drew Denzer, the left fielder, 0 for 1 on a drop third strike.
Number 8, Drew Denzer.
Nice throw there by Cressen, but couldn't quite get it up there in time, and Rodden will take second. 3 balls, no strikes to Denzer now. And he'll walk him. Runners on first and second now here for Watertown.
Number 2, Braden Zaw.
Going to the books as a strike. It's 0-2 now here to Braden Zog. He struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. There it goes. Throw up to third is in. No, it's not. He did not apply the tag, and he will take third. It's a double steal as the runners advance 93.
Wait till I get my money.
So Watertown threatening here with 1 away. And the pitch is low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Ben Althoff, the batter. We're now an hour and 4 minutes into this game. And that one's sent to right and drifts foul. Can't get the camera over there, so we won't try, but nobody made a play on it. Pitch inside, and he caught a piece of it, fouled it away for strike 2. Update from the Stanley Cup Finals. 13 minutes to go in the third period, and St. Louis Blues up 3-2 over the Minnesota Wild. And if the Blues can hang on to that lead, they would tie the series at 2-2 and force 6 games. Ball 2. Fouled off. Remains 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Ben Althoff. On deck is Thatcher Roth. Logan Sullivan at 45 pitches coming up here on this very next pitch. As he checks Denzer on second, delivers. That one's popped up, fouled away.
Right in that truck, right in the running board.
And he walks him. Now load the bases for Watertown. A good swing of the bat could tie the game up. As Thatcher Roth comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on a ground out right back to Sullivan on a 1-3. Last time he was at the plate.
Number 3, Thatcher Roth.
That's a strikeout. For Sullivan, it's out number 2 of the inning.
Number 12, Jared Cyrus.
Two-way Jared Cyrus, the batter now. And he'll rip it foul for strike 1. That one is a little bit low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll see if Logan Sullivan can get out of this bases loaded jam with 2 away and an 0-2 count here on Jared Cyrus. A 1-2 count, excuse me. And he does. It's a strikeout, and that ends the 4th. They strand the bases, all of them loaded up. And that'll do it for inning number 4, and it remains 4-0 after a threat by post 17. But they will not be able to complete the threat. And we'll go now to the top of the 5th, right after the break here on Magnitude. Be right back. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. It's a 4-3 ground out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the Stars here in the top of the 5th.
Up next, number 15, Eli Mock.
Eli Mock 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a ground out to second. Ball 1. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Eli Mock. Nobody on base, 1 away, top of 5th. We are at 1 hour and 13 minutes time of the game right now. Now it's cranked up. Shallow center field. Coming in is Rodden, and he'll make the catch. That's 2 away. Be Nick Haasbargen coming up to the plate now.
Number 15, Nick Haasbargen.
Chopper towards third. It'll be mishandled. That'll be an error. And a runner on base.
To the plate, number 3, Oliver Lutz.
Here's Oliver Locke. 0 for 2, fly out to left, reach base on an error. And that's hit towards second. Nygaard fires it over to first. Got it. That takes care of the top of the 5th on the ground out. As they leave 1 stranded on base. And we'll go to the break and be back with the home half of 5 right after this.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
All right, this is Caleb Nygaard. The first pitch drops in for a ball. It's 1-0. Update from the Stanley Cup playoffs. 5 minutes to go. St. Louis still leading 3-2. They just killed off a Minnesota power play. And the 3-2 is fouled away, so it is now a full count, number 2. Once again, it's Caleb Nygaard, Bryce Holt, Carson Muchler, 7, 8, 9 of the batters will see this inning here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 hour, 19 minutes. The first game went 1 hour, 47, so we're on pace to about match that time. If this game keeps scooting along at the rate it has been up to this point. And another fouled away pitch. Now walk him.
Whoa, we up too hot in the bit.
Bryce Holt.
All right, Bryce Holt, the batter now with the runner on first as they try and pick off that runner, Nygaard. 1 hour, 20 minutes now. Outside for a ball. Hit to right field, and it will walk for a single. Rounding second is Nygaard. He'll head into third. They'll stop it there, and it's a double for Bryce Holt. Puts runners on second and third. And now, trailing 4-0, it'll be Carson Muchler to try and chop that lead in half with a base hit of his own as we reach the 1 hour, 22-minute mark of the ball game. No runs on 2 hits so far here for Watertown, and the pitch. Inside, oh, he got the inside edge. It's a strike. And that one's fouled off for strike 2. Still no outs here. We'll see if Sullivan can get the first out of the inning on this pitch. Be pitch 71 for Sullivan. And he does. It's a strikeout for Logan Sullivan. That puts one out on the board and brings up the next batter. That is Trevin Rodden. 1 for 2, struck out swinging, and then he singled into shallow right. There was a line drive that was just over the head of Matt Bryant. Bryant was able to get his glove on it, but couldn't quite secure it, and now go into the shallow right as a result. And with a minute 58 remaining in the Stanley Cup playoff, the Blues have now scored an empty net goal, and they lead 4-2 over the Minnesota Wild in Game 3. Check that, Game 4 of that best-of-7 series. Two balls and no strikes here to Rodden. There's a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes now here to Rodden. Sullivan winds up and delivers. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's out number 2. .90 seconds left in the third period between the Wild and the Blues, and the Wild, have the extra attacker on with the empty net. They were down 3-2. Emptied the net with the extra attacker. Blues scored, and now they're going for the empty net again. Drew Denzer, the batter, 1 ball, no strike. Here's the pitch. And that is ball 2. And that is hit into left field, and that will score Nygaard for sure. They'll hold the brakes on Holt. It's an RBI single for Denzer. It's a hit and a run. I'm going to bring up the new batter. Braden Zog 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts.
Number 2, Braden Zog.
And St. Louis has just scored on a power play now, so now they lead 6-2. Check that, 5-2, my apologies. 2 balls, no strikes. Make it 3 balls, no strikes. Now here to Braden Zog. And if he gets walked, that would load the bases. And now Hayden Crescent is going to come out and have a chat here with Sullivan. Runners on the corners, first and third for Watertown. Braden Zog represents the game tying run. The game go-ahead run is on deck with Ben Althoff if they were all to circle the bases and cross the plate. But there is 2 outs, and the pitch is just going to miss outside. That'll walk them, and that will load the bases now. Yeah, looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound here for Post 400. And has just gone final. The Wild and Blues series is now tied at 2-2 in the best of 7 as the St. Louis Blues take a 5-2 win over the Minnesota Wild. I want to say hi to Jim, just tuned back in. Jim, if you missed the start of this broadcast or missed the end of the previous broadcast, we had no clue that this game was even being played. I was told there was one game today, and the radio guy here for Watertown said that he was not aware of the second game until late last night. Talked to one of the umpires in between games, and he's like, he didn't know that the Astros game was a 9-inning game instead of a 7-inning game, like I didn't know, and the guys up in the booth didn't know it was an extra 2 innings as the strike comes in there. So it's been a day of lacking communication. We'll put it that way.
Here we go.
But we're on, and that's what matters the most, as that one's fouled away for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now here, I believe. Or no, check that. No balls and a strike. Ben Althoff is the batter. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Logan Sullivan on the mound has now tossed 84 pitches. This is pitch 85 as we reach the 90-minute mark of the ball game. And that will miss for a ball. That was actually pitch 86. I was behind by a pitch. It's 2-1 the count. My apologies. 1-2 is what I meant to say. Now it's 2-2. Snap throw off to first, and he's safe. Said in the post game, I would love to call these 2 teams more often with all these run games that they've had, and almost had all the equipment torn down, and that one's sent out of here, foul to the third base side. And then I found out about the next game, and I was able to set back up just in the nick of time. Got lineups and got everything rolling. We were on the air seconds before the first pitch. Full count now, 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Now it's fouled back, and he'll stay alive for at least 1 more. And first, they're saying no, he did not. He did hold back his swing. So that'll be a bases loaded walk to score a run. And that's now 4-2 in favor of Post 400 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 3, Thatcher Roth.
Brings up Thatcher Roth, 0 for 2, ground out to the pitcher, 1-1-3, and then went down swinging on strikes, and now a visit to the mound here for Post 400. We will turn down the music mics here and be back in a moment. All right, so some defensive changes here for the Post 400 Stars. Easton Rarick move on to the mound as Logan Sullivan will end the night with 90 pitches. Matt Bryant moves over into the shortstop position. Logan Sullivan moves over to first base, and Kobe Hanson moves up to second base. Eli Mock remains at third. Cressen remains the catcher. No changes in the outfield. So Easton Rarick will be the new pitcher here in the bottom of the fifth with the lead cut down to 4-2 with 2 away and the bases loaded. Sullivan will be responsible for all 3 runners on base should they come around and score. And the first batter that Easton Rarick will face here is Thatcher Roth, 0 for 2, ground down and a strikeout. That one comes in low, and they thought about coming home, but they will backtrack quickly. Trying to take advantage of that first misfired pitch there by Rarick, which you can usually 1 or 2 pitches in, and then everything's taken care of after those warm-ups. Sends in the strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rarick just needs 1 out to get out of this bases loaded jam here and keep the 2-run lead going into the 6th. There's strike 2. If Roth can reach base, it'd be Jared Cyrus who's up next. Here's the 0-2, 1-2, excuse me, and now it's 2-2. And, or no, I guess he got hit by a pitch, so that will bring in a run, and it's now 4-3. And that'll bring up Jared Cyrus. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a strikeout on these 2 trips to the plate so far here today. And
number 12, Jared Cyrus.
And once again, that's a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 5th. And that pitch will be blocked by Cressen for ball 1. And that one's sent up very high to right field. And it goes foul, and he will not make the catch. So going to the books is a strike. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, bases loaded. Rarick facing his second batter. And that one into the backstop, and that is going to tie the game. Two balls and a strike, and we are now tied at 4. And that one's sent to left field, and Haasbargen is there for the catch, and that will take care of the inning. They strand 2 on base, but they get 2 across to tie, and that will take care of the 5th inning of play. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude. So much. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, welcome back. It's Logan Sullivan at the plate. He takes the first pitch for a strike. Or check that. Is it Sullivan? Or is it, it might be. Yes, it is. He must have taken over the number 9 spot from Carson Barton. Also, new pitcher on the mound for Watertown. It's Western. Let's try that again. It's Weston Everson. Now we get a strikeout there on 3 pitches to Logan Sullivan. So that puts 1 out on the board. Matt Bryant, top of the order.
Top of the order, number 6, Matt Bryant.
Bryant will send it to left field, and it's caught. Out number 2 as Denzer gets underneath it to make the grab, and 2 up, 2 down here for the Stars, and it's Colby Hanson now, the scheduled batter.
Next up for Fargo, number 28, Colby Hanson.
And there's a strike from Hanson. It was 1 for 2, single to left, struck out and walked in that order. Here in game number 2 of the doubleheader between the Stars and Watertown. Tied at 4 here in the top of the 6th as the pitch comes outside for a ball. Stars took the first game 3-2, or was it 2-1? I forget now. I'll have to look back. Outside for a ball, 2-1 now. Three and 1. And that one served up to right field. And it will not, it'll be dropped. That'll be an error on the right fielder, and he will reach first on that error. So now it's Easton Rarick, who's 3 for 3. Single to center.
2, Easton Rarick.
A single to center, a single to left, and a double to center. We'll see if he can keep the pattern going here. He'll miss to the outside for a ball, 1-0. Game 1 was 1 hour 47. This one's going to go a little bit longer than that, as we're at 1 hour and 44 right now. And there's 2 balls and no strikes to Easton Rarick. Hayden Crescent is the batter on deck. Three balls and no strikes. Catch the edge there. Maybe a sympathy strike, as that pitch was about as outside as the 3 balls were. Three balls and a strike. Runner on base is Colby Hanson on first. And that's up high, and now the runner on first is Easton Rarick with the walk. Hanson up to second, and that brings up the new batter, Hayden Crescent.
Up next, number 20, Hayden Cressen.
Crescent bashes that one to right field. Deep, deep, deep. It is gone. It is a 3-run home run for Hayden Crescent. And you had to feel that that one was coming. Back in game 1, he drilled a whole bunch of them foul. And Hayden Crescent with a 3-run homer. And as soon as Watertown tied it in the bottom of the inning, or of the bottom of the 4th, Post 400 gets all 3 of those runs back in one swing of the bat.
Up next, number 9, Hayden Sen.
Oh, pressure's off Hayden Sen now. Hayden Sen will pop that one up foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And that one bounces off home plate for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike now here to Hayden Sen, who's 0 for 3. Has the fly out into foul territory off the first base side, and then he struck out swinging, and then he grounded out to second on the most recent trip to the plate. Here's the windup from Everson, and he'll deliver up high and in for ball 3. And there's a strike. Full count, 3-2. Rounded off foul right towards Eli Mock, who's on deck. You watch that one go by quickly and quietly. And that one's going deep to left field. And it goes foul. And Sen will pop it up and fouled away, and he'll stay alive for another one. He's fouled off the last 3 now. Ball, strike, ball, strike, fouled, fouled, fouled in that order. This is the 9th pitch of the at-bat here for Hayden Sen. Right field home run for Hayden Cressen gives them a 3-run lead. And Hayden Sen will see strike 3. As I look over to my left and I hear a come on from a loyal Hayden Sen fan. Let's put it that way. That will take care of the top half of the 6th, but business is taken care of as Hayden Crescent with the 3-run smash to right field puts Post 400 back on top, 7-4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Caleb Nygaard, Bryce Holt, and Carson Muchler due up here for Post 17 when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
right, welcome back. Watertown has a little bit of business to retake care of now after tying the game in the bottom of the 5th. Crescent hits a 3-run smash to give the lead right back to post 400, and now Watertown finds himself down 7-4 here. Caleb Nygaard will lead things off, and he takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. He's 0 for 1, strikeout and a walk. Second pitch is in for strike 2. And that one rolls on to left field for a base hit. This is Bryce Holt. Holt 1 for 2, struck out swinging and doubled. I think I turned my mic up just a little too loud there. Trying to pick off at first. And now that one's going to deep right. It's not deep enough for a home run, but it'll on for a single, and heading into third is Caleb Nygaard. He'll put on the brakes. Holt on with a double. And now Watertown has a little bit of hope. See if Carson Muchler can get a 3-run homer to tie it up.
Number 15, Carson Muchler.
Bring him around. Here we go.
Muchler down in the count 0-1 now. Swing and a miss. He's down 0-2 now. And the 0-2 pitch fouled away and remain 0-2. So once again, Caleb Nygaard standing on third, Bryce Holt on second. Muchler is 0 for 2, went down swinging on strikes on both times he was at the plate. Both of those times were against Logan Sullivan. Now he faces Easton Rarick for the first time, and he'll take the ball. It's 1-2. Check that. It's Kobe Hanson on the mound now. I'm guessing Easton Rarick moves back to short. It looks like a straight swap. We'll double check. Yep. So Matt Bryant moves back to second. Easton Rarick moves back to shortstop. And Kobe Hanson comes up to the plate.
Top of the order for Watertown, number 4, Trevin Rodden.
That one was it caught or no, it was not. Logan Sullivan at first in foul territory trying to make the catch. But it'll drop for a strike, and it's 0-1. to Trevor Rodden. Two. Got it on the inside corner, and he goes down swinging. It's a strikeout. Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Colby Hanson. And now this will be Drew Denzer, the left fielder, stepping up to the plate.
Number 8, Drew Denzer.
Oh man, that was high and in. And it came through as a strike, regardless. And this one, Easton Rarick tried to dive for it. It was an A for effort, but he couldn't quite nail it. And now coming in to score is Caleb Nygaard. He'll go into the books as a base hit, an RBI single for Drew Denzer. Nygaard scores. Bryce Holt moves into third. Runners on the corners now here for Watertown in a 7-5 game.
To the plate, number 2, Braden Zog.
Braden Zog now the Hanson delivers a ball. 1-0. Like to see the replay on that one, but it's a ball. That one's hit up high left field. Drifting back is Nick Haasbargen, and he will make the grab, and that will complete. Or did he drop it now? Now he dropped it. No, he did make the grab. Okay, I was wondering what happened there for a moment. So they leave 2 stranded on base. They'll bring Eli Mock, Nick Haasbargen, and Oliver Luck. Batters 6, 7, and 8. 4 post 400 right after the break here on Magnitude. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, top of the 7th. Eli Mock the batter. And a 7-5 game here. And a strike delivered by Weston Everson. 0 for 3, Eli Mock is in this game. Fielder's choice, ground out, and a fly out. One ball, one strike. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 hours, 3 minutes. Time of game 2 now. So game 1 between the Astros and Watertown was 2:47. Game 2 between the Stars and Watertown was 1:47. And now we're approaching 2:05 here on game 2 between the Stars and Watertown. I had it as 2-2. Apparently it's 3-2. And that one hit hard, and it slides by Muchler into center field. That's going to be a base hit.
Up next, number 15, Nick Haasbargen.
Nick Haasbargen, 1 for 3, single to left. Ground out to third and reach a base on a error charge to the third baseman last time he was at the plate. Here's the pitch. He's showing bunt. Bunts it down the third base side. Halt comes up. He'll not make the throw to first, and now Eli Mock's on second. It's a bunt single for Haasbargen. And I'll bring up Oliver Luck. We'll see how they pronounce it this time.
Number 3, Oliver Luke.
And now another bunt. That one's popped up, and he tripped on his helmet. Otherwise, he may have had a chance to play that one. Ben Altoff was going after it, but it'll be fouled away for a strike. So with nobody out and 2 runners on after the attempted sacrifice bunt to get Mock up to second. Now they're going to try a sacrifice bunt to get Mock and Haasbargen to third and second. We'll see if Oliver Luck squares up again here after the first one. Looks like he's going to possibly, his hands right in that position, and he will square up, and he will bunt it, and it will be picked up there by Holt. Holt, and home plate umpire says he was out. So the sacrifice bunt is successful in moving Mock and Haasbargen to third and second respectively.
To the plate, number 19, Logan Sullivan.
So 1 out, Logan Sullivan now. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. 2 hours, 7 minutes, time of the game now as the pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0. Ooh, and that one, did it hit him? Yes, it did. Bases loaded now for the top of the order. It's Matt Bryant.
Number 6, Matt Bryant.
Outside for a ball, 1-0. Matt Bryant 0 for 3, walk, fielder's choice, ground out to third, a fly out to left. See if he can break that here. There's 1 out, and now there's 1 ball, 1 strike on Matt Bryant. Kobe Hanson is on deck. Everson with pitch 37 coming up here at 2 hours and 7 minutes of the ball game. That one bounces off, and Eli Mock's going to come in and score. The other 2 runners advance. And that makes it 8-5. 2 balls and a strike now as a result, and first base opens up, and it's 8-5 in favor of the Stars. And the pitch, and Bryant fouled down the first base line. Good for strike 2. Logan Sullivan on second, Nick Haasbargen on third. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryant, and a pitch. And he lines it to left, but it drops foul. That's low, and it's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Colby Hanson on deck. If Bryant walks, Hanson will have the bases loaded for his at-bat, as Everson's now reached 40 pitches, 22 strikes, 18 balls. And that one's creamed to right center into the gap, and it's going to be good for 2 runs. Haasbargen's going to come in. Logan Sullivan will round third. It's a 2-run RBI double for Matt Bryant. Found the gap in right center. Haasbargen and Sullivan score. It's now 10-5 on the 2-run double by Bryant. Now Colby Hanson will step up to the plate.
Number 28, Colby Hanson.
The Stars have now doubled up here on Watertown. And that one's going to be popped up, and that is going to be a chance potentially for Roth. He makes the catch. That's out number 2. So Hanson's now 1 for 4 with the pop out into foul territory.
Up next, number 2, Easton Rarick.
It's up to Easton Rarick to try and keep this inning going here. It's the top of the 7th, and it's 2 hours, 10 minutes, and they are making things difficult for Watertown in the bottom half of the inning. They're up 5 with a runner in scoring position, and Rarick is 3 for 3 with a single, a double, and a walk. And now he's going to be 4 for 4. Make that another single and make it an RBI single potentially. There will be no play at the plate. He will score, and it's 11-5, excuse me.
Number 20, Hayden Crescent.
Hayden Cressen, 1 for 4. Struck out swinging, fly out to center, fly out to foul territory in the third base side, and then he hit the 3-run smash to right field last time he was up. And Watertown has only scored 1 run since then. That was back in the top of the 6th when he hit that 3-run homer. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes. Runner on is Easton Rarick on first. And a hard hit ball that will make its way into center field. I'll move Rarick up a base on the single by Cressen. And Chayton Sen 0 for 4. Pop out
Number
to foul
9,
territory.
Chayton Sen.
Struck out swinging, ground out, and struck out on his last time at the plate too on a pitch high up and in. Then a couple of disagreements were on that particular pitch. And there's another strike. 0-1 to Chayton Sen. That one ricochets off the left foot of Althoff into the right side batter's box. Rarick and Cressen will advance a base. One ball, one strike to Chayton Sen.
I said that too.
2 runners in scoring position now.
One at a time. One at a time.
But there's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Chayton Sen looking to get a base hit. Ooh, and he'll get hit, and now the bases are loaded. That's the 2nd time he's been hit by a pitch. 1 in this game and 1 in the previous game. Eli Mock will have the honors with the bases loaded now. He's 1 for 4. Reached on a fielder's choice, grounded out to second. Then he popped out into center field, and then he singled over the head of the shortstop that scored a run into left center. And if Mock can reach base, it'd be Nick Haasbargen on deck. That's a strike to the outside. If it caught the edge of the plate, it was just barely. 0-1. And that one is into the dirt. I'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. Something tells me this will not be a 1-run game, but there's still a little bit of baseball to be played. And the pitch. And that's a hard hit ball, a 3-bouncer, and that's picked up by Muchler, and they'll get the force out on Chayton Sen at second. Run will not score, and that will take care of the top of the 7th. So they leave 3 on base. Now we move to the bottom of the 7th, and Watertown has a little bit of work to do. They need at least 7 to lock it off. We'll see if they can do it when we return after the break here on Magnitude. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 7th, and the Stars are up big right now by 6 runs, 11-5, heading into the bottom of the 7th. And Watertown will have Ben Altoff, Thatcher Roth, and Jared Cyrus pending changes. The middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6 for Watertown to try and get those 6 runs to come in. And we just lost power to our scoreboard here. There we go, now it came back. And that one's fouled away, and as soon as our scoreboard regenerates here, we can add the balls and strikes on screen for you. I believe it's 1-1. I know it's at least 0-1. It's 1-1 now for sure. Nope, I was right. It was 1-1. Now it's 2-1. Altoff 0 for 1. Line drive out to Easton Rarick, and then since then, a couple of walks. 2 balls and a strike. Hanson delivers. A Pyth, ball 3. 2 hours, 17 minutes time of this game now. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that one's going to be popped up. And it should be good for Hanson to make the catch, and he does. That's out number 1. So now Thatcher Roth and his teammate Jared Cyrus will have 2 outs to work with to try and get something generated here to get 6 runs across the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. It's not going to be an easy task, but they certainly not out of the realm of possibility either. First pitch is a strike to Thatcher Roth. He's 0 for 2, grounded out on a 1-3 to the pitcher. Then he would strike out, and then he would get hit by a pitch. No balls and 2 strikes now. Hanson winds up, delivers, caught the corner for strike 3. That's 2 outs, and now Watertown's down to their final out. Jared Cyrus, 0 for 3, struck out swinging, and then he flied out to center field to Oliver Luck last time he was
number
at
12,
the
Jared Cyrus.
Plate, and we'll see if he can break that 0 for 3 pattern and get Caleb Nygaard up to the plate, who would be on deck. There's a strike. 1 to Cyrus. 18 pitches for Hanson since he came in. 14 of them have been strikes. There's strike 15, and it's 0-2, and now Watertown's down to their final strike here. Hanson, swing and a miss, and that will end it. And the Stars improved to 14-4 on the season, and Watertown drops to 3-2 on the season. Both of their losses come to the Stars. One yesterday, 14 and let's see, they're 2-0 when yesterday, and they split, so they're 3-1. Yeah, so they're 4-2. And then with this one, they're 4-3. So Watertown 4-3, and the post 400 Stars 14-4 on the season. Time of the game, 2 hours and 20 minutes, and that will do it. We are tired. We're going to get on out of here. We'll talk to you again on May 11th for the Astros and May 14th for the Stars. Check our schedule at magnitudesn.com.
Proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.